Philosophy is about more than just reading. So, what can one do in order to become a better thinker, a better philosopher, other than just read a lot of books and a lot of articles? Here are a couple of recommendations. One of them is relatively straightforward, but not all that easy to implement, and that is write. Writing allows us to slow down. It forces us to organize our ideas and our arguments, and of course, it's one of the ways in which we give form to our thinking. And so writing can be thought of as the inverse of reading, because with reading, we internalize ideas. With writing, we externalize them. And in both directions, there's a process of formation that has an impact on how we think, what we think, and how we go about thinking. Now, a second recommendation is to listen and pay attention to the way in which other people express themselves, to what they find interesting or salient, and also to how they go about forming their ideas and their arguments. Because of course, there are as many interpretations as there are subjects in the world. And when you realize and pay attention to how other people think, it expands the possibilities for your own thinking, because it lets you know, hey, there are these other ways, these other concerns, these other associations to be made that maybe don't come natural to me, but that I can draw inspiration from by means of contact. Now, finally, I will add, watch good film. I think it's a wonderful way to think about nuances and think in ways that demand maybe a different set of skills than just reading text. But I do think it deepens and makes more meaningful our experience of our own thinking activity. Now, what all of these activities, I think, have in common is that they hinge on a generalized curiosity about the world. Be curious, even about things that you don't necessarily identify as your area of interest or your area of expertise, because it's by thinking about a lot of different things that you really see what your mind is capable of, and in that process, you come to discover yourself in a new way.